Hey, Pepin.
Yo.
You know, you remember that other time that we had people on the show and you talked about your dick? Not the first 2 times. So the third time.
Not with shit happened with Pretty Naked.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that girl who I forget her name. But it's with that other podcast that has the penguin.
Yes, it's with the Plunge. And remember Hunter said something about his balls and then he didn't tell us?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of am interested in his balls and the story that go along with them.
Well, I think we should have him back on.
Are they here?
I think we might be here. I snuck in again. I found the key. I know the code.
How'd you get here, Riley?
I followed the hunt.
Oh, follow the hunt. Well, I think it's time to tell the story. I think it's time. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
Welcome back. So glad you guys could join us. I am here once again with my best friend, Nathan Pepin. How's it going today, Pepin?
Yo, I'm doing well. I am ready for another exciting podcast with our friends, our colleagues, The Plunge.
Woo!
And Riley, how are you today?
I'm great.
And
Sweaty.
Hunter?
I'm sweating.
I'm also sweaty.
Are you guys still married?
Yeah.
I love it.
By the time this comes out, maybe not. But for now,
Are things bad?
they're good.
We hit murky water a
He
few
keeps
weeks
cheating
ago.
on me.
It's if I only cheat one day a month, that's 12 days a year, and I'm pretty sure that's still like 97%.
It sounds like
faithful.
you guys may not have had specific conversations that need to have had before you got married.
Like a prenup.
That's
So, like, you need to have those conversations now, not right now, because that'd be weird. But, like, in your private, you know.
well,
yeah. We need to talk in the future.
we're polygamous. It's fine.
We'll get back to that for sure. Love it. Okay, so you had a story, Hunter, last time when Nathan was telling his story. You said you would reciprocate.
Yes, yeah. I think all fair things in life is equivalent exchange. So to
Equivalent exchange. That's beautiful.
shout out Full Metal Alchemist. It is beautiful. It's a story. This is a story of trials, tribulations, and bowling,
Bowling.
but not for me.
Okay.
So the I guess it starts. How long ago is this? 2 years?
Yeah.
About 2 years ago during the summer, we had a gym in my house, which was just like a flat bench and some dumbbells.
Mhm.
And I was trying to get swole.
Okay.
Yeah, as you do.
And additionally, I tore my labrum in high school. So I tried to do PT stuff to strengthen my shoulder.
So what's the labrum exactly?
I think it's pronounced labia.
Oh.
It's my shoulder, pussy.
Your shoulder.
Basically, like the connective tissue in my shoulder, I tore when I played soccer in high school. And you don't have to get it fixed because your rotator cuff does all the stuff. It's just sometimes you move it in the wrong way and you can feel where it tore.
Okay.
That is I guess it's important
So you couldn't
because
bowl?
I didn't
Smiles. That's ominous.
I didn't go bowling at all in the story. I was supposed to.
Okay.
But that comes into play later.
All right.
What happens is I was doing shoulder flies because with low weight that can help strengthen your rotator cuff.
Mhm.
I was doing maybe 10 pounds, and I would sit down on the actual bench in between sets. And because I had been working out already, like I went through a full chest and arm workout, but I was just doing some PT stuff at the end. And when I would sit down, I would put the weights on my thighs, like straddling my thighs.
Mhm.
So the bulky parts were on either side of my thigh, and the handle was the part resting.
Mm-hmm.
After, I think, the third set, I dropped one of the weights because my hand was sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever seen the way like an acoustic piano key swings and hits the chord?
Yep.
So I dropped it, but
That's
it was
really specific.
it was at an angle, and one head of the thing hit my thigh, and then it swung down like a piano hammer and smacked my nut into the bench.
Wow. That's
And-
really painful.
It fucking
Made a nut
hurt.
bench sandwich.
Did you throw up?
I did.
Oh,
So
yup.
I dropped the other weight
That's
and
bad.
rolled off the bench and was just kind of in the fetal position, recovery position, whatever you want to call it. And I get up and I walk downstairs because the gym we had was above our garage. So I walked down the flight of stairs and into my kitchen, and my mom starts like, I was like, can you not talk
Don't
to me?
slight Sandy like that, all right?
Our mom was being lovely, like very motherly.
Wait, our mom?
Mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, is this like incest now?
I mean, that. So I was like, can you just shut the fuck up? I think I'm gonna throw up. And she goes, okay. And I went and I threw up. That's it. My nuts hurt, or my nut hurt for the rest of the day.
The rest of history.
Yeah.
I had to work the next morning at 8 a.m. And later on in the day for our friend's birthday, we were going to go bowling.
Mhm.
I stood and had all the blood pool in my nuts where it was already inflamed. And I leave
Flame nut
work.
blood.
I leave work. It's like 6. I think it was a Saturday. It was 5 or 6. And I'm driving home and I had to pull over because I was in excruciating pain.
Mm.
So I call my dad.
This
comes-
motherfucker's smiling so happy right now
because
about this.
the setup for all of this culminates
This is
into
just
the
the
biggest
setup?
clusterfuck.
Wait, this isn't the story?
This isn't even like the full story.
Okay,
This
go
is
on.
just like the background info that needs to be said so that everything makes sense.
It's very painful.
The people who were going bowling was supposed to be me, our friend Tim, host Colford, Riley, and then was it Nick and his
a
girlfriend?
couple other friends.
So a big group of us were supposed to go bowling. I didn't make it. I called them from my dad's car on the way to the hospital. I was like, hey, I'm not going to make it. I have to go to the hospital. I might have blown up one of my testicles. And they were like, weird.
Okay.
But okay, if you're still in the hospital, we'll come and visit you later.
Mhm.
Awesome. I go to the hospital and like they do ultrasounds on my nuts. They had everyone.
Did you get the jelly?
I did get
They
the
jelly
jelly.
your nuts?
The warm jelly. Yeah, it was great. They had what seemed like everybody who was on the floor come in and look at my nuts and be like, huh, it's purple. Like this massive English black nurse came in. He's like, do you mind if I take a look at your testicles? And I was
That
like,
was a terrible English accent.
I don't do
keep
accents.
trying, baby. You got this.
I appreciate you.
So they were not involved in this. They just heard about it through the ether, and they just want to like get in on the spectacle.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, how many fucking people are going to come in here and look at my nuts?
They heard about it through the grape nut vine.
Oh.
At one point, I had 2 doctors, a nurse, and then a nurse's assistant in the room, and they were all looking at my nut. And they were all like,
Living the dream.
How was your coffee table at the time?
coffee table was fine.
Okay.
Probably a little gross because
Yeah.
I stood and was sweaty all day, but
Okay.
that was probably good.
Are
Probably
you not
pretty-
familiar with the coffee table?
Yeah, this is a little lost to me.
It's like, you know what the
gooch.
grundle is? The gooch? The area between your asshole and your
The
nutsack?
runway.
The taint?
The
Yeah,
taint.
the
That's
taint,
another
That's
one?
another
Okay.
word.
The street.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The alleyway.
Okay.
The alleyway. Yep.
Okay.
So go through all of that. What I didn't know is while I was at the hospital, so was he, but for a different reason. And I think that you can go
Yeah.
on.
So
Was it testicular?
no. So while we're bowling, right? And Just Dave, our friend and other co-host of the Plunge,
Yeah.
he had a faulty shoe. So he went to bowl, and his shoe broke, which then resulted in him slipping back. He was slipping, so he forgot to release the ball. He then fell over, hit his head on the lane divider. You know, like the things between. Hit his head pure on there, and then the ball, he almost died because the ball then came back and landed like an inch from his skull.
Oh my god.
So he's done. He's out cold. And
That's not funny, but it is.
our friend Tim is essentially he's one of the he doesn't know how to do social
Like if something bad happens, you don't want him with you.
because he's the one like doesn't know what to do. So I just told him to walk away, which he didn't.
One job.
So like I would make a joke if it was fitting, like to lighten the tension. He would make a joke that's not fitting. So some nurse from a lane over, it's like bowling. It was like the unlimited
bowling.
Yeah, it was like Glow Bowling Unlimited. Like Friday night, people go get beer and
Oh, yeah, we've
pizza.
talked
it's
about that before.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
like it's a full lane, like full place. So a nurse is over here, and I guess this nurse's boyfriend heard him crack a joke and almost fought our friend Tim for cracking a joke about like host Dave just being out cold. So
Was it a good joke?
it probably it's been a while, so I don't really remember what it was.
To be fair, the kid who made the joke is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
So it probably was a good joke, and he probably made it and then went,
Yeah.
that's what he sounds like when he makes a joke.
Yeah, he's like, so this guy threatens to beat up our friend all while like we're around unconscious Dave. Dave starts to like come to is a loose term for this. His eyes open. It's really
Concussion stage.
Yes, he's in
Eyes are
deep
open, but
concussion
there's
state.
no light.
We're like, Dave, and just time after time, he just keeps repeating the same like 4 phrases. So finally, at some point, we get him like up a little bit, and we call 911 or call the ambulance. And at this point, I'm like, oh shit, we know what ambulance where they're gonna take him. So we're like, oh shit, we gotta tell his mom. So I take his phone and I just go, oh fuck, it's locked. I'm like, I hope I sound enough like him. So I try to mimic him. I go, hey Siri, call mom. And I'm sitting here, I was like, I prayed. He's a fucked up kind of person too. So I was like, knowing him, he has his mom set as like the slut who
first and
birthed
last
me.
name
Yeah,
or
or
something.
like some shit, like some bad thing. And I was like, pray to God it's actually in his contacts his mom. Luckily it's in his thing. So I'm on the phone, I'm like, hey, Dave's mom, it's Riley. Dave got pretty fucked up and we'll be at the hospital. You should meet us there. So we get in the hospital. Or the hospital comes here. We gotta bring Dave's car. So we gotta get Dave's car there as well.
Man,
So-
you guys are like thinking of everything.
yeah. So I throw Tim, or the kid who's been making jokes. I throw him Dave's keys. Turns out Dave's car has a headlight out, and it's nighttime.
Oh my
So
god.
we have to. We have to put we put him in. I'm behind them, driving everyone else. And we put him in front. That way we can kind of like get close. It might have been a taillight. I don't know. Something was out. We drive by like 4 cops on the way too.
Naturally.
Conveniently.
Yeah.
But you're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
You can get away with anything.
No one pulls us over. Thankfully, we get to the hospital, and then we're all like, "Oh shit,
Hunter's
Hunter's
here.
here!" So we're at the same hospital.
So you get to hang out after all.
So the only reason I even found out about this is because, so I went there, they were like, the reason that I got a bunch of tests done is because they were feeling it, and my nut was so badly bruised that it was really soft, and the skin around it was swollen, but they couldn't tell if it was still intact or if I straight up like busted a nut.
Oh,
Brutal. So they did all these tests, did an ultrasound, everything looked fine. My favorite part is like the very end to the story because it's the way I ended my night, and that's where the story ends for me. There's more that happened in the future, but for the night, this is how it ended. I finally got my phone back because my parents had it while they were doing all this stuff for me, and it's what, like 11:30.
Yes.
It's 11:30, and I have a single text, no Snapchats, no like, oh, you need to update this. I remember it very clearly because I also didn't have like the iMessage thing. It just said the text, and it was, Riley, hey, we're at the hospital. What room are you in? I was like, are you guys fucking kidding me? I
they
hear
said
this.
they were going to come visit you.
It's true. And I heard this, and I was like, why are you guys here? And he's like, oh, Culfer got fucked up. And I was like, he's like, I'll tell you tomorrow when we record the podcast. I was like, Jesus.
Wow.
And then the way it ends for me,
Bowling too.
I go home. And let me backtrack because this just popped into my head. When I was in the waiting room, there was a girl who was pregnant who was bleeding out of her vagina like a lot, and I got in before her. And I don't think that should have been the thing that happened. But back in the present, I go home, and do you know what bit of advice they gave me for helping?
Wait, they being
The
us
doc-
or
no.
doctors?
You know what the doctors instructed me to do to help for the recovery of my testicle?
Squeeze them. Kegels.
I would think ice for the beginning, huh?
Masturbating.
It It was neither.
Okay.
What they said is to elevate your testicles above your heart. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like,
on a lower z-axis.
do I like put my ass up on the wall higher? And they're like, no, you don't have to do anything, idiot. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. All you do is you take a face cloth or a towel. It's just got to be long enough to reach from like thigh to thigh. And then you just prop your stuff up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, so you just laid down and put a washcloth
I put like
here,
a hand
and then-
towel underneath, and so the way that I would do it is I would make it like underneath my nuts, and then I would pull it so it was taut, and then my cock and balls would just sit on top of it. And
You took banana hammock to the next level.
I did, I did. And do you know how long
You
I had
made
to
an
do this
actual banana hammock.
for? Do you know how long I had to do this for?
Like an hour.
3 fucking weeks.
Oh my god!
Every night I would come home, my nut would be throbbing, and I'd be like, all right, time to get in bed and put my dick in a fucking hammock.
Time to whip my nuts out.
Yeah. So I don't usually lock my door when I'm home. I had to lock it because my
How much
parents.
shame did you feel when you were hammockized?
I felt pretty fucking shameful, dude. Like I don't really get embarrassed by a lot of stuff, but the fact that I was cradling my dick and balls on a hand towel.
Oh,
I
your
didn't even
fucking
tell-
reactions to things are so fucking pure.
I didn't tell my parents because I was embarrassed about it. So they were like, "Why is your door locked?" And this is probably 2 weeks later. I was like, "This is why my door is locked." And they're like, "Why didn't you just tell us that? We wouldn't have come to your
Right.
room." And I was like,
we wouldn't have come to your room all the time, like trying to offer you
I
things.
was like, just I don't know. I was like, it was embarrassing.
No, that's fair, but it's also
It was funny as fuck
Oh,
though.
man.
I
those
did.
circumstances.
Why didn't they just have you put like a
Did
pillow
I ever send you?
underneath
Did
your
I ever
ass?
send you
Right? That's what I was
pictures
thinking.
of
No.
my propped up dick?
I wish you did.
know I took pictures, but I don't have them anymore since I got a new phone.
Who'd you send them to then?
No, I just took them for like record.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, on this day, my dick and balls were propped
How
up.
long until you jerked off?
A good month.
Oh wow.
I was so scared that like,
Nate, same question, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
When you broke your dick, Flaps.
Wait. Which time? When you cut them open?
All right. How long
Or after the actual surgery?
How long after your stones
After my stone,
Same
did
night.
you come?
I
Wow.
think about a week and a half.
You know,
You're
cum
more
has
bold than
healing
me.
properties, so we wanted to. It's like stem cells almost. Like he pushed them out through to try to heal.
Every now and
Okay,
again.
and then after your surgery.
After my surgery, it was about 4 days. Because
my man.
He's like, I'm a new man. Papa's got to test out his new toy.
well, I wanted to experiment because it's like I couldn't like go full ham. So I'm like, maybe if this massage like this part because it's extra sensitive now, maybe
They
this
did the
will-
octopus.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I kind of caressed it.
Yeah.
I feel
How
like
come you gotta name? You gotta move for
Yeah, it's because you
everything?
only do the top, you know? You're just.
Yeah, and it was kind of painful, a little painful, but it wasn't that bad.
did you like push your back flat against a wall and then nut into open space to see what
does it
propulsion you
compare?
were working with now? Like, did you ever do that beforehand and then like compare, for science?
Listen, Nathan.
Wait,
if
what?
you're not getting into trigonometry with your masturbation, we need to talk.
Yes, you.
So wait,
So you put your back on the wall, essentially.
Okay.
Have you ever done Pilates?
no.
Okay, there's a move where you put all of you up.
Called the octopus.
Yeah, it's a move where you pretty much all your weight's like on your shoulders in this area, and you just go up, and it's just this, but on a wall.
Okay.
And then you.
But
So,
instead of the shoulders coming off, your semen flies out.
yeah, so your back is against the wall. Your back and ass is against the wall, pretty much. If you miscalculate, you might shoot yourself in the forehead.
Okay.
But it's more of a distance experiment.
You ever get your dick pointed back? I know this is off topic. You ever get your dick pointed back at you when you're about to nut because it goes like, I don't want that on me?
Wait, what?
Wait, is your dick like a kielbasa?
Huh? No, like you ever get like a BJ?
Do you make it
and
to the bend?
I make it to
say you're at you are perpendicular to your dick, and a
Okay.
girl is sucking it,
Okay. Yeah.
and then like it's about to be finale,
Okay.
and then she just like points it
Has a
back
girl
at you,
ever
like,
friendly
away from
fired
her.
you?
Oh yeah.
She ever backboard you? That's what I call it.
So what will usually happen in that case with me?
A bank shot.
They will like turn up and kind of like up, right?
Yeah.
So in the sky?
Yeah. But well, they
That's
get
Oh, you
respectful.
get the rainfall.
yeah.
Oh, you're out here blessing the rains down in Africa. Oh, yeah. A man of culture, I see.
It comes from a land down under.
So my last long-term girlfriend, she only did this one because afterwards I was like, what the fuck? I had a pretty long beard, like it's pretty bushy, and she pointed it at me and it got all in my beard and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And she's like, now you know how it feels. I was like, it's in my facial hair. You don't have this.
Oh boy.
But that's all I have for that tangent. I didn't mean to get off topic.
Was that off topic?
Okay, I'm gonna get
Probably.
more off topic here now that
I
we're
love it.
gone into cum shots. So this is not my story, but this is I used to work with this girl, and she told me this story. So she was with her boyfriend, and they had just gotten a new puppy. And anyway, so she is blowing her
Is
boyfriend.
this getting into Shane Dawson territory?
Wait, I just heard.
That
I
was a
just
cat.
realized you said puppy.
Yeah. So she's giving her boyfriend like a blowjob, and he's at the end of the bed, and she's kind of off the bed, and so he's getting close to completion, and then so she pulls off and starts kind of jerking it real fast. The puppy pulls in right at that moment and kind of gets in there because he's like, "What's going on?"
Oh no.
And he essentially gave his puppy a cum shot
Oh no.
to the face.
Brutal.
I
To
have,
the face, fuck, boom, headshot, yup.
And I guess they like looked at it, and it was just a couple like 5 seconds of like this silence.
Did they
now, is
return
this
it?
a fluffy puppy? Like, that had to be a horrific cleanup.
Hey, it's good for the coat.
I think it was a golden retriever, so
It'll grow into it.
Something about that story indicates to me, like, I think that might be
A furry.
against Facebook's guidelines of what you can say on Facebook.
well,
I mean, it's
the
not
plunge-
his story. He didn't do it.
To be
He
fair-
heard it.
We have had beef with PETA in the past.
Yeah,
so
fuck PETA.
We'll,
I don't know. I won't bring that to your show. PETA's okay on We Need to Talk,
I didn't
but
say that.
fuck
We
PETA.
didn't- You can say whatever you want. Like, that's your shit. That's not my
it's
shit.
our beef.
Also-
Specifically beef.
this was not intentional bestiality. It was unintentional bestiality. It's far different.
Unintentional bestiality is still bestiality.
man,
Let's
surprise
get one
mechanic.
thing
You know what
straight.
they say? Shit happens when you party naked.
Oh my god. You can just dropping the name of another show
in the
our
podcast.
show.
If we say it 2 more times, Adam
Jason Elliott
Jason
appears.
will show up and go, motherfucker. He's like a shitty version of Candyman.
Oh my god, I miss that guy. He's so good.
He's got
So, how do you
Where do we
wanna-
go from
how do you
here?
wanna wrap this up, Nate?
Well, I think we should wrap this up with some plugs. So, guys,
okay.
Butt plugs?
yeah, butt plugs.
Shout out Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you
use
get
promo code PLUNGE.
Yeah, 50% off and 10 free items. AdamandEve.com
10
promo code
free
plunge.
items?
10 free items.
And those are like videos and shit.
6 free movies and a mystery pack that comes with 3 free items, which is an item for him, an item for her, and an item for the both of you to enjoy.
Did you guys get these offers?
Yeah, so what I've heard they typically are, the one both of you can enjoy is something along the lines of like a thing of lube or flavored lube, something.
Okay.
Usually the man one is a cock ring, and usually the gift for the woman is like a vibrator. So, you get those as well as 6 free movies and free shipping and half off whatever item you want.
Oh my god.
Adam
Can
and
you hear
Eve-
these deals?
AdamandEve.com promo code PLUNGE at checkout. Get your fuck on.
Is that their official tagline?
No,
or is
that's the
that one
tagline
that-
we give
ours?
them. Yeah.
Can you like copyright that and then sell it to them?
Yeah.
Sell the rights?
We'll trademark it because we are Riley TM and Hunter TM.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You can find us at Plunge Podcast. We're the Plunge Podcast on all streaming platforms.
And what should they expect on that show? A lot of this?
Horse
It's
shit.
a lot of this. We do a lot of pop culture stuff. We make once a month. We make a show for TLC.
Okay.
We haven't
Yeah.
done that in
I have
a
one
What was,
while.
planned.
what was one that you can remember?
My favorite one the one I
Is
think
it-
will genuinely get picked up.
My half-ton wedding.
It's my half-ton
Yeah.
wedding. So it's
I know you way too fucking well.
Wait, is that 2 500-pound people?
Yes.
Or one 1,000-pound person
Well, it's
marrying
however you
like
wanna-
a Twinkie?
That's a
Dude,
good-
we can make a sequel show, My Full-Ton Wedding.
yeah. So
Up the stakes.
Two 1,000
So my half-ton wedding it's a show where it's two fat people getting married. Like two, not just fat people, two huge people.
Yeah. Morbidly
Yes.
obese.
Two units getting married. And it shows their love story and, some after stuff, but it's really about the struggle. Like,
So you're talking about exploiting them, just to be clear.
Well, no, we're going to help with their wedding, though, so that goes into it.
So
like
paying
the cake,
them to exploit them.
picture the food that has to go
Thank
into
you.
a half-ton wedding.
Okay.
The food has to be extraordinary. Wedding dresses and suits for these units. It's different than your normal wedding.
We have another
chairs.
show, My Half-Ton Catering.
Yeah.
About the caterers following them, trying to cater this event.
So that's the beauty of this segment that we do, is it typically creates like 4 shows because we make spin-offs for all of them.
Because that's how TLC works, that dog shit station. But I can't stop watching the shows. I hate the station and I love every single piece of content.
So
that
the new
comes
one,
from it.
I'll give you a sneak peek into the episode that we're dropping, the pitch we're giving tomorrow. It's about a show about homeless people getting Queer Eye for the Straight Guide into becoming not homeless anymore. I don't have a name for it
Rags
yet.
to riches.
Yes. Okay. So TLC
Rags
presents.
to bitches?
Oh, that's even better.
Well, that's when we do women and make them.
Okay.
So instead of homeless women, we just turn them into like strippers or something. I don't know. We workshop them. I bring in the ideas. We workshop it on the show. We pitch it to TLC.
Oh, dude, I got a good one. We take smart college girls and turn them into strippers, and we call it From Pros to Hoes. That's really fucking good.
That is a lot of what we do on the Plunge, though. Is we take a basic concept, we try to make it funny. We do talk about stuff that's going on. Our lives really is what we. It
Our
started
shitty
out,
dating lives.
Yeah, it started out as more of like we would go over here's what's happening in the world, and now it's turned into like us catching up and just talking about our lives and the terrible, funny things that happen to us.
I love it. And they can find you wherever they find podcasts.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
Well, right on. Highly suggest. We'll put some stuff in the show notes too to make it super, super easy. One click.
Podcast NH, you can find us
That's
on
true.
podcastnh.com.
That's true.
That stands for New Hampshire.
That's, you know what?
And
That's smart. I didn't even think of that.
WNTT stands for We Need to Talk. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this week, and we will see you next week.
Wow.
That was
I'm
beautiful.
good at that shit. I'm good at that shit.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, I'll go with it.